I'm Brandon Lang. This is your Friday edition of My Two Cents. And we'll get to another free pick winner in just a moment after the Central Florida Knights shocked the world and take care of business over East Carolina outright last night. Tonight, college basketball, Kentucky and Texas. Break it down for you in just a second. All right, 30-dimer on the card tonight, Pac-12 championship game, Arizona and Oregon. Get ready to pin your ears back and get after that one before we come with the big-time play on Saturday and Sunday in college and pro football. Bears let me down last night, so pretty much even here in December. Bang home this Friday night winner, roll up our sleeves, get ready for winning Saturday number 5 in a row, and get ready for a big-time winning Sunday 9 of the last 10. So we all know what's waiting for you on Saturday. 4 straight Saturday winners, 4 straight underdogs outright. 4 weeks ago, Texas outright over West Virginia by 16. 3 weeks ago, Georgia Tech outright at home over Clemson by 22. 2 weeks ago, Arkansas outright over Ole Miss by 30. And last week, Georgia Tech on the road plus 12.5 outright over Georgia. Outright. Do we got another one on Saturday? Make sure you tune in. Is it a 75? Is it 100? Or is it 150 dimer? Tune in. That's what's at stake. Coming up, 30 dimer tonight, Pac-12 championship game, and Saturday will take care of itself. All right, my 2 cents. My free pick winner yesterday was Central Florida. I said right here and said if they dodged the turnover bug, they'd win the game outright. I most certainly didn't think they'd win the game outright on a Hail Mary. On what I saw as one of the biggest botched coaching decisions I've ever seen in my 25 years of following college athletics. You're East Carolina. You're at home. Central Florida just turns the ball over to you. You have it at their 15-yard line. You're up 30-26. Central Florida's got one timeout with 1:47 to go. Just run it straight up the middle. Run it straight up the middle again. Central Florida uses their last timeout. And then you run it straight up the middle. You take the clock down to 16 seconds. And then you figure out what you're going to do. That's not what East Carolina did. They lost 2 yards on first down. They lost 3 yards on second down. They lost 4 yards on third down. So they're now backed up to their own, actually, UCF 24. So you're 4th down and 19 from the Central Florida 24-yard line, up 4. Coaching mistake number 1. You don't kick the field goal. They say we're not going to kick the field goal. We're not going to try to go up by 7. Mistake number 1. Mistake number 2. They decide to drop their quarterback back to pass who runs around, and he loses 11 yards. And so now you give Central Florida the ball with 9 seconds to go at the 35. 1 completion up to the 50, and then the Hail Mary wins the game. Head coach Ruffin has probably 15 assistant coaches. Offensive coordinator, defensive coach, what? Nobody spoke to this man and said, listen, if we're not going to kick the field goal, let's pooch punt 20 yards and pin him back at the 1-yard line. Let's not give them the ball anywhere near midfield. As absurd as that sounds, that's what you should have did if you were going to kick the field goal. You don't drop your quarterback, let him run around for 5 seconds, and then take a knee and move the ball up 10 more yards. Then you give up a short pass pattern up to the 50, and then your DBs get beat on a Hail Mary. Without question, the most idiotic and moronic coaching decision I've ever seen. I have said for years that these college football coaches at some of these universities are nothing more than glorified gym teachers that years ago were running a 7th grade gym class, and then their buddy got hired. Then they got the job as an assistant, and then they worked their way up, and then they become a head coach. And when games are on the line and clock management comes into play and closing out games, these guys are as clueless as anyone. And last night, East Carolina proved my theory once again. There's no way on the planet Earth, up 4 with the ball at your opponent's 15-yard line, and they have 1 timeout left, and you lose that football game? If I'm the athletic director of East Carolina, I'm firing somebody, and I'm firing somebody fast. Simple as that. As big an embarrassment to the coaching profession I've ever seen by East Carolina's coaching staff last night. Unbelievable. Free pick winner. Kentucky and Texas tonight. Ricky Barnes taking his Longhorns into Rupp Arena. I got news for you. Ricky Barnes is going to turn around and take his Longhorns back to Austin after Kentucky opens up a can of whip ass on the Longhorns tonight. Lay this number. It's a statement game for Kentucky as they rise up and send a message to the rest of college basketball that we're getting a team that some deem to be pretty good in the Longhorns, and we get a chance to announce our presence with authority. Free pick winner, Kentucky minus the points. That's it, everybody. I'm Brandon Lang. I'll see you back here on Saturday with another edition of My 2 Cents.